Well, I think, earlier on, there was N.T. Ramarao in the Telugu place, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. People worshipped him as Krishna because he played in some 15 or 16 movies as Krishna. Everybody thought he's Krishna. And they just put up these huge cutouts of him playing the flute like this and standing, and he won the election outright, swept the election. So, at one time it was absolutely so. Now I don't think it is so, but to some extent it's still there. If you act like Rama in a movie, then I expect at least you have some gentleness. That I wouldn't like to see you because somewhere it kind of hurts me. Because I saw your face as Rama, I visualized you as Rama. Now then if you don't do that, but it's unfair to the actor because after all, for him it's a profession, he's just acting. But hope acting like Rama brings some elements of Rama into the actor, which will be wonderful for him. But it's an unfair expectation.
So I think they all understand the responsibility that it takes to be playing that. But I think people are still going back 20 years, 30 years and sort of pulling out, instances of saying, because of that, how can you do that today?
No,
That's the
what
point
I'm
I'm trying to
saying.
make, that
It
the
is not…
transformation may have happened, but there's
It is
still…
not a fair judgment of an actor because he acted in some way.
in some other movie, in some other…
No, he acted in a certain role of, let's say, being Rama. You expect him to become fully Rama. No, tomorrow in another movie he may act as Ravana. All right, some other production, they may choose him as Ravana. So, that is a professional actor. But at the same time, your movie runs because of people, not because of actors. Let's get this right. Not because of actors or directors the movie runs, it's because of people the movie runs. So their expectations cannot be completely brushed aside. It's a very onerous expectation, but I think the actor and the director and everybody making Ramayana should imbibe a little bit of Rama's quality. It'll be good for them. But as I say, I'll repeat once again, it's an unfair expectation. But that's the way the world is.
As we were going through the journey, because I was trying to bring a lot of international talent, very, very highly proficient, department heads in action and music, and they have all had this curiosity to understand the uniqueness of why is Rama so different from, any other hero or any other person. And in one of the meetings, I was talking to this action director who came to India, interestingly, who loved the Ramayana and moved his whole family to Mumbai. His kids went to school in Mumbai. He stayed there for years just for the love of Ramayana. And in one conversation, I happened to sort of speak with him and walk him through my explanation of how does Rama, who's a human, take on some of the biggest battles, and how he operates with fear, or how does he translate fear. And one of the examples I gave him, I said, everybody's got fear, especially if we portray Rama as a human, it's natural to have fear. But here is someone who's taking on some of the biggest combat, some of the biggest conflict, and through that maintains a very calm sense of who he is and recognizes his own fear. So my description to him was that, imagine if a lion walked into a conversation, the first reaction we would have is of fear, we would be scared.
Now, if a lion walks in here, I won't be scared because I know it's a creature of technology, because this is a tiger country.
Let's say a tiger came in, I would be scared for a lion or a tiger. But what I'm saying is that, but if Rama was sitting here, what he would do is he would recognize his own vulnerability, and he knows his vulnerability. But I think what I believe his unique superpower is that he'd be able to look through the tiger or the lion's eyes and recognize the vulnerability of that living being as well, and what fear it has. And therefore, when he goes into combat, he's not somebody who has to be the most muscular, the most powerful. He is just somebody who just knows intuitively in his own energy that what is his weakness and what the weakness of his opponent is. And that sort of I think for the person that I spoke to, and I obviously made that up, and I don't know whether I made sense or not, but that's how I felt. Honestly, that's why he would be who he is. That why, in spite of there being reason for fear, he would transcend that because he'd be able to see the fear of the other living organism, even if it is bigger or stronger than him.
Well, for that you don't have to be Rama. Any good hunter or warrior, that's exactly what he would do. That's what I would do in any given situation in my life.